Okay. There we go. Alright, I had to unplug and plug it back in again twice. That was weird. It was working before I started stream, and then I moved this little guy around, and I guess it didn't like that. Alright, so hi, how's it going? Sorry about that. Normally that's the one thing I don't have any problems with lately. There we go. I'm a little later because it turned out I had to run a full update on my capture card. Anyway, we're gonna keep going on some Fire Emblem. I've been hooked on Harold Halibut, but I want to be pretty consistent and make my Tuesdays Fire Emblem so we can get through this. And with there being an anime convention this weekend, I also want to be very much in the zone of anime games. I'm sad though. I went to pull on my costumes again. I'm wearing the same things I did last year because of money. And I can't find my hollow pouch that has the grain in it, which like isn't like it's better than missing the wig or the shirt or something, but like it's a special little piece I wanted to have with it, so I have no idea what I've done with it. And the shoes, I can't find the shoes. Oh, right, you installed it. Nice, nice. Maybe tomorrow? I could maybe stream that tomorrow. That's what I was trying to do some of my packing today, because if I get everything ready for the weekend, then I can just chill for the next couple days. I mean, work still, obviously, but in the evening. Also, normally I have tea with my Fire Emblem, but it's freaking hot here, so I've got some strawberry Dr. Pepper. Our air conditioner is broken. We tried to turn it on today for the first time, and it won't turn on. So, cold drinks all around today. No hot tea for Fire Emblem. Yeah, not cool. Well, at least where my computer is the coolest place in the house. So bonus. I'm not dying right now. But I am when I go to bed. It's okay, it'll be practice for being in layers of costumes on the weekends. Where did we leave off here? Yeah, the sports. Let's do the sports. But yeah, how far are you in Once Human? I'm assuming you're way farther than I got, because I played for that, like, 5.5 hour time on Friday, and I haven't gone on since, just because the long weekend was super busy. Oh, I went and saw that new Ryan Reynolds movie, the Imaginary Friends one, and it is emotional. I was gonna post about it, but apparently it's not a movie option on Facebook for if you've watched something. So, making guns. Oh, cool. You're already making guns? Oh my god, it took me forever before I got the blueprints for guns. Or blueprints for guns. I had no clue what I was doing in that game though. So. Oh, you got on the C server, right? The PvP C? Man. Cool. Okay, good. I don't even know when we lose the beta. I know it had like a week left, but I don't know if that was like a week the day I got it or like, yeah. So we gotta play before that's up. Yeah, I'm gonna go to, I'm really hoping to get some. Just because we're playing Fire Emblem, I'm hoping to get some Fire Emblem keychain things this weekend to put on here. Because we're going to be doing at least one more of the Fire Emblem games. I'd like to do Engage after that, it's just money? Oh my god, we have so many supports. Jesus. Dimitri supports! Yay! Oh my god, I'm going to finally max out Dimitri. Are we really going to do this? Yay! I'm excited. Okay. I'm gonna save Dimitri's for last. Because obviously. Oh, it's gonna be all It's just gonna be everybody and Dimitri. It is, isn't it? Oh my god. Yeah, it's everyone catching up with Dimitri. Oh, wait, one's with Sylvain. Let's do that. We're gonna max out Sylvain and Dorothea. Nice. Mahaha. And I can run some of my pop-ups, alright. Now that I have everybody.
Why am I so unlucky with women lately?
Lately? Actually, I'm gonna move myself over. I'm cutting off some of the words here. There we go. Alright, we can start with Sylvain's. I wish... I gotta figure out a better way. I wish I had a Steam Deck to just pop them up, because some of their names are tricky to spell. Type them all out.
I'm bringing the sexy back. Yeah. The mother boys don't know how to act. Yeah.
Doesn't sound as loud to me. That's funny. That works though. Haha.
Oh, Sylvain, what's that face for? Have you been dumped again?
Like, hers is an interesting way of spelling.
Sometimes a girl just needs one. Yeah, I need you.
Oh my god, that fit like perfectly over this shot too.
Isn't there an unwritten rule you shouldn't ask someone that?
I'm sorry. I thought you didn't mind being dumped. Huh. So your love life can get you down sometimes after all. Who knew?
I'm sad every time I break up with someone. It's just... I usually try to be the one doing the breaking up.
Of course, because that's not as painful.
I've never had a hard time with girls. Ever. Not until recently. But now when I think about it, I wonder what any of them even liked about me. It's not as if any of them knew much about me. I don't get it.
Isn't that what a relationship is for? Learning about someone else?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't know it all right at the start.
I asked you before if you would have invited me out if I was a peasant.
You did ask me that, yes.
That was wrong of me to say. It's not an excuse, but I'm always so suspicious. I'm a nobleman with a crest. The marriage proposals don't stop coming. Everybody wants me, except they don't actually want me at all. They want my bloodline. Within my family and without. It's always the same story. Sometimes I think that if I didn't have a crest, no one would look at me twice.
I see. And you're probably not wrong. Honestly, I've had those same sort of thoughts myself.
Oh? What sort of thoughts might those be?
I sang, people cheered and applauded, and when I walked off stage, I'd find the same thing every night. A mountain of presents and marriage proposals. But none of those people knew me. All they knew was the singer they saw on the stage. All they wanted was my looks and my voice. None of them even tried to get to know the real me.
No offense, but how would any of them have the chance? I'm sure a lot of them, minus the jumping to marriage, would have actually liked to get to know you.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this somewhere.
We may come from different places, but we're much the same, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I suppose we are. Look, Dorothea, I've realized something. Even if you were an old grandma, I'd still flirt with you. And I'd absolutely win you over. Though, I'd much rather win you over now, and be with you until you become an old grandma.
That might be the most legitimately romantic thing you've ever said, Sylvain. And I can't say I disagree. I'd rather you win me over now, too. So that I can stay by your side until you're an old grandpa.
How did this become sweet? It's still kind of weird.
Well, before any of that, will you go to dinner with me?
I'd be happy to.
Nice. Yay! Yeah, right? That's what I said, exactly. This got from awkward to like, this is actually sweet. What the hell? I'm gonna add one thing I forgot to do. Oh man, how do you spell man, Lolo? Hold on. Fire Emblem. Hey, I spelt it right. I don't have a sound effect for this one yet, but at least there's a picture we can add for her. Oh no, where'd it go? I had it. Okay. Because that's the one tried last time, and I'm like... missed it. Because that's one character that does pop up that's not in our house. So I want to give her one. I kind of like this one. Oh, I know what we can do. We can do the other one as Sedith. That's what I can do. Okay, so we'll add Manuela first. Keep calling her. Ever since day one. This one for her. Oh my god, that took its sweet time. And Seth. I think I'm spelling that right. Okay. I think I got it. Let's see if it works if I... No! Maybe because it's new? Maybe I have to refresh it? Refresh. Let's try it again. No! Why? Let's try it this way. Oops. Did I just call it something else by accident? Actually, yeah, let's put it up there. Having it like the oh, him! He's cool. I like him. Yeah, he stands out. What was it we said he looked like last time? Ah, oh, damn it! He looked exactly like someone we were mentioning it last time. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. Oops! I almost copy-pasted the entire... Actually, yeah. Yeah, that... I would agree on that one. Yay, it worked this time! Okay. I put it more off to the side now, though. Just because dead center seemed like a bit much. Hey! Oh, for the well-dressed gentleman? Alright, I'm done troubleshooting. I just want to make sure we added a couple people before I forget again. And they are all with Dimitri. Okay, yeah, we are doing a lot of catch up on Dimitri. Alright, let's start with the guy we don't like.
Gustav, it has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission. I was
There is no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Dusker.
Oh, thank God he's talking normal again. Yay, he's back. All my pop-ups have to do with him being, like, crazy, though. Is it this one? Yeah. And now he's all nice again. I gotta find a nice one to do.
You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance. Am I right?
I have no excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
And then there's this guy. Oh my God, I'm gonna spell this wrong. Actually, maybe I will leave it middle. Kinda worked better middle. Least away from the throne. Yeah, that's better.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
If I may, Your Highness, you have changed as well.
I can't disagree.
It was my duty to protect His Majesty, your father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that, had I arrived at Dusker more swiftly...
You saved my life at Dusker. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of. I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav, even after this conflict is over. I need your strength to help rebuild the ravaged land that Fargus has become.
Please, I beg your forgiveness, but there is no place left for me in that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth, if only for your family's sake.
Man, Gilbert doesn't listen to anybody.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
Why are you out and about so late, Dimitri?
Hello, Flame. I could ask you the same thing.
Me? I was feeling restless and came here to think.
I see. I'm here for the same reason.
How funny. But are you feeling well? You look fairly pale.
It's nothing. I just have a bit of a headache.
Oh my. Headaches are quite troublesome, are they not? I am sure it will subside soon. Actually, I am quite talented when it comes to healing magic. If you will allow me, I will have you feeling better in no time.
That's kind of you, but I'm fine.
But why not? Have I offended you somehow?
This headache is something I've dealt with for a while now. Ever since my family and friends were murdered before my eyes.
Yeah, that would do it.
I must never forget that day. I must never allow their deaths to be forgotten. I feel this headache is a reminder of sorts. Of those I failed to protect.
Jesus.
And of their murderers who still roam free.
Oh, there we go. There's the there's that seeping back through. Oh, wrong one. Okay, fine. We'll keep that.
I see. That would explain your somber demeanor. Still, I do not agree with all you are saying.
Forgot I changed the command.
I feel that if I were your father or any of your dear friends whom you lost, I would want you to let go of me eventually. I would never want someone whom I care deeply for to be pained by the loss of me for eternity. And I doubt they would want that either.
Perhaps. Unfortunately, they have left this world, so I can no longer ask their preference.
We cannot ask them directly, but we can imagine how they might have felt. You know who they were as people. As for me, if I am ever to be but a memory in your future, I want you to remember me in a way that brings you joy. I would want you to smile when you recalled me, to feel warmed by the notion that I cherished your company. I cannot imagine I am the only one who feels this way. Surely, anyone who loved another would wish only for their peace and happiness. I must apologize. I was out of line, clearly. I must get some rest now. Please do not stay up too late yourself.
Good night, Flane. And thank you. Ingrid, I've been doing some thinking, and it occurs to me that I owe you an apology.
What? Why do you seem so serious?
In a just world, you would be happily married to Glenn. He truly loved you. And it's clear that you care deeply for him as well.
Man, all these support scenes with Dimitri are so serious. I feel like I can't use those little pop-ups we have. It's just everything's so serious.
But on that awful night, he died right before my eyes. I could do nothing to prevent it. In a way, I'm responsible for you losing the joyous future that should have been yours. I know my words can change nothing, but I'm so sorry, Ingrid.
No, Your Highness. There's no need to apologize. Glenn's death, it still doesn't feel real. I always looked up to Glenn. He was the very picture of a perfect knight, noble and virtuous. In the end, he laid down his life, the ultimate sacrifice. I feel proud of him in ways that words can't quantify.
Proud?
That's right. I feel proud that he died for those he was sworn to protect. Proud that he passed from this realm to the next as a perfect knight.
Are you really trying to turn his needless death into an ideal to uphold? You and he are so alike.
I was worried how much he was gonna fly off the handle there.
Needless death? How can you say that? Glenn gave his life for you, for everyone, and this is how you speak of his sacrifice?
You weren't there. You didn't witness his last moments.
Oh my god.
If you had, you wouldn't feel that way.
I don't care to hear your interpretation of his final moments. He was and will always be an ideal knight.
You would do well to rethink that ideal, my friend.
Pardon me?
Yeah, pardon me.
He served in your guard. He took great pride in what he did, in protecting you. The very least you can do is not spit on his memory.
Damn.
If you'll excuse me.
Holy sh...
What is the matter with me?
Yeah, she royally told him off.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri, would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. Meet me at the training ground this evening after we've finished our tasks for the day. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose, I mean, sure, it'd be, that is, it would be my pleasure to dine with you.
Poor Ash.
I mean,
Man. That is still too loud. That is still way loud. Also, that's weird. Oh, because it's being controlled over here now. Ah, I see what it's done. Man, I have it turned down so much. Alright, anyway.
Ash.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you
yeah.
asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. but I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
Jeez.
I suppose I can understand that point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not officially the king just yet.
But that's not all there is to it. I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies. Even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Meanwhile, he's the opposite, just full tilt into the darkness.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got.
Well, that one was definitely nicer than Ingrid. Damn. I'm trying to say deduce because they're gonna be like the cutest.
Your Highness, I have a little favor to ask of you.
We can do a nets.
Here, creepy, creepy,
Oh.
creepity, creep. Now, creepy, creepy, creepity, creep.
I hope that wasn't too loud. I couldn't hear it on my end, so.
Of course. How may I be of assistance?
Well, I was hoping you could tell me about my father. I imagine he was a very different man at home than he was at work.
Ah, so you wish to hear about the Gustav that I knew. As you know, he was a knight who served the royal family since my grandfather's reign. To me, he was a teacher of martial arts and tactics. He was someone I depended on since I was a small child. But he was also a very stern and strict instructor.
That doesn't surprise me. He was much the same at home. He'd chide us if we made mistakes, whether it was with cooking or even how we spoke.
I feel like we can talk like this because of our time at the academy.
But if he saw me speaking so casually to you, oh my goodness, he would probably faint.
Is that so? Funny. I suppose in front of his family he felt the need to demonstrate proper etiquette.
Wait, are you saying that's not how he was around you?
Oh boy.
Even all these years later, there's something I recall with perfect clarity. It happened in the autumn of my 11th year.
I wouldn't doubt that he was more casual in himself with Dmitri than he was with his own family.
Before the break of dawn, he woke me suddenly. Said he'd heard a disturbance and had me grab my bow. Then he sent me and a fellow pupil loose on a dark mountain. Our only directive was to go catch a deer. As you well know, autumn in the capital is very cold. Now, imagine being up on the mountain at night with no idea what might jump out from the shadows. That, in a nutshell, is the Gustav I knew.
I can hardly imagine that. He was completely different with me.
I recall one other defining detail. He used to speak of you at every possible opportunity.
Really? What would he say about me?
Are you sure you want to know? There's one story he used to tell from when you were very small.
Oh no.
No, stop! It's probably too embarrassing to bear. Is it?
It can't be more embarrassing than the singing, like seriously. I'm gonna try this again just so I can make sure the audio is okay.
Here, creepy, creepy, creepity.
Oh, it's actually quite low.
Now, creepy, creepy, creepity, creep.
So bad. That is so ridiculous.
Perhaps.
Look, I'll promise to forget the stories he told me about you if you return the favor. Deal?
Yes, that seems the only thing to do. It's a promise.
Nailed it! Okay, that one's finally the proper volume level. I was having issues with the volumes on those today. I added a picture one for your lady, but I haven't figured out the audio to do for it yet. It's on my phone, but I wasn't watching. Oh, well, thank you. It still counts as a lyric. Yeah, your mom lady. Mhm. Mhm.
You've been spending a lot of time at the training ground, Mercedes. As far as swordsmanship goes, you're like a whole new person.
Hi, Erasers. Perfectly placed over him.
Thank you. I have such a great time when you teach me that improving comes naturally.
Ah, nice. And it's hot out today, but at least it's not raining to welcome. Oh no, I can't spell. There we go.
It's a Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, that's so fucking loud. Why is hers so loud? What the F? Jesus, my ears. Okay, hold on. Looks like it's gonna be a heat wave. Oh, okay. Oh, thank God, because I was just thinking today that Hair Razors and I are gonna roast this weekend in our costumes if it continues like this. I was like, oh no. I only went out to one store today and I was like, that's enough. Not even no one else was walking dogs, just, oh man, yeah, no, it's not fun. And today was when we found out our air conditioner doesn't work, because we haven't tried to turn it on till today. Nothing. So a guy had to come look at it. Yeah, it's not great. Luckily, like, where my computer is the coldest room in the house, but bedtime sucks. It sucks so bad. Hopefully they can fix that soon. Okay, let's see if I fix the audio. Here, hold on. I'm gonna pull this up in case the audio is still. Oh, you know what? I probably have to refresh this. I think that's what we were having problems with earlier. Is if I make a change, it doesn't actually refresh on here. Let's see. Image pop-ups. This, we want to control it. Okay. Alright, let's try this again. Time for... Aw, I didn't say hi to the puppy. Be less destructive today, at least? Does the heat just, like, drain it out? Let's turn my mind for a bit where my stuff is always hot. Yeah, right? Exactly. Yep.
It's a Mercedes-Benz.
Great. I forgot to enable so I could hear that, because now I can't tell if that was super loud or not. Okay, let's try this again. Swear to God, we'll figure out all these image pop-up kinks.
It's a Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, better. Better. Okay, good. Alright, not blowing our ears up this time. Okay. Cool. well, I've been doing so many supports, I'm slowly finding out which ones are too high and which ones are too low. Okay. I'm super low? Oh, I might have messed with that. No, I'm at the same. I'm at 20. Weird. Okay.
It's all because of your own hard work. Compared to you,
You shouldn't be so disappointed in yourself. You're improving too. You just need to keep at it.
Well, I can hold a needle and thread without breaking anything now. That's something.
That's a big step. When we started, you couldn't even hold a pair of scissors without twisting them apart.
Twisting them apart. You know how strong that has to be? Okay.
True. I'm sorry for being such a burden.
You're no bother at all. I like sewing with you. It reminds me of when I was young and my mother taught me how to sew. My mother would sit with my brother and me, and we'd all sew together. I really miss it. Even though I was barely better than you when I started. Did your mother like to sew, Dimitri?
My birth mother? From my father's accounts, she wasn't great at it either.
Yeah, I guess without TV, that's your group entertainment. Sewing.
Oh, of course. I forgot that the Queen of Fargus passed away long ago.
Yes. I don't really remember what she was like. But I remember my stepmother. Always sitting by the window sewing away.
I'm sure she would have been happy to teach you if you had asked.
She always looked so lonely when she was sewing. So unreachable. She was kind to me, yes. But when she was like that, it was hard to talk to her. I'm not certain she would have wished to teach me.
I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I didn't mean to bring up such difficult memories.
Don't worry about it. If I don't talk about those things sometimes, I'll risk forgetting them altogether. And that would truly be a shame.
I see.
But now I'm just going on and on about myself. Why don't you tell me more about you?
More about me? Oh, goodness. I don't even know what to say.
It's hard to think of something on the spot, isn't it? You could speak of your family, I suppose.
You want to know more about my family? On that topic, I'm happy to oblige. In fact, I'm so glad you asked. It's important to think about your past and share it every now and then. This might take a while, but would you be willing to stay and listen?
Of course. I will listen for as long as you wish.
Aw, some of these are sweet. A lot of them were serious, so I was like... Pop-ups are a little too goofy for the, like, intense subject matter. At the time to the door because he was going crazy, biting my... Oh my god. Why the mattress? I don't get it. That's crazy. Oh my god. It's so big.
I have
Oh
a
my
question
God.
for you. Answer quickly before my hand slips and I cut you in half.
Jesus, Felix.
Now you're just massaging my ego.
Yeah, it sounded fine. Okay, cool.
Always so ominous. Well, what is it, Felix?
Sometimes you have an animal's face, contorted with anger and bloodlust. At other times, a man's with a friendly smile. Which is your true face?
Jeez.
Do not waste your breath on questions with such obvious answers. They are both the real me. My father, my friends, Glenn. They all meant a great deal to me.
Yeah, people can have different moods, Felix. Jesus, not just asshole all the time.
And they were all brutally slaughtered. I alone survived. If I do not shoulder the anguish and regret they must have felt, who will?
So that's how you justify your atrocities.
What do you mean?
I will fulfill my duty to the late king. My old man used to say that over and over like a mantra. How nauseating. No one seems to understand. The dead won't acknowledge your loyalty. They don't care. What a load of bunk it is, pretending to serve a corpse. You're serving your own ego.
I mean, he's right.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. The dead are dead. The living are living. You have to respect that boundary. If you keep stringing gravestones around your neck, you'll snap.
Even still,
Good way of putting it.
I cannot forget them, nor can I let them go.
Then keep those thoughts to yourself. If you're too weak to do that, abandon your throne. Become a gravekeeper.
Felix.
I'm not immune to emotion, you know. Far from it. I haven't gone a day without questioning why my father and brother had to die, while I survived. I'll bear this pain until the day I die, but I refuse to wallow in it. I have more important things to do than blubber for my whole life.
You know, Felix, you really are growing more and more like your brother. Always so sarcastic and constantly looking for a fight. But deep inside, more than anyone,
What are you getting at?
Oh, it's nothing. But